Hey, this is Andrew Brown from Exam Pro, and we're looking at the concepts of hashing and salting. So hashing is a function that accepts an arbitrary size of values and maps it to a fixed size data structure, and hashing can reduce the size of the stored value. Now, that is a benefit of hashing, but that's not necessarily why we're using hashing. So hashing is a one-way process, meaning once you turn that text into a hash, it's basically unreadable at that point, and it's deterministic, meaning that it's a process where the input will always produce the same output. So if you always give it John Smith, it's always going to produce O2, all right? Now, the hash can be whatever. It doesn't necessarily mean John Smith will be O2. It's just based on what the hashing function operate, like how it works, okay? So the use case for hashing is for hashing passwords. If you have a database, you do not want them to reside in plain text, because if a malicious actor gets in, they can just see all the passwords. So by hashing it, it obscures what the password is. Now, the way you would authenticate against the password, because if a user inputs a password, you have to match it against it. You just have to hash the inputted password and then match it against the hash password, right? The hashed values. And so popular hashing functions are MD5, SHA-356, and bcrypt. Bcrypt is pretty popular. That's what everyone uses because it's very long and good. If an attacker knows what function you are using, so if it knows the hashing function, then that's an issue because they might not be able to see the password, but they can enumerate against. Enumerate means like iterate through a bunch of passwords they have to determine what the password is. So a preventative measure, so they can't enumerate using a dictionary, a password dictionary, is to salt the password. So a salt is a random string not known to the attacker that the hash function accepts to mitigate the deterministic nature of hashing functions. Okay, so that is hashing and salting.